trusting yourself isn't about waiting for someone to prove themselves worthy to you. It's really about trusting you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the tools as how do you begin that trusting yourself process, because I know it can be difficult when you start that process of, okay, how do I start with really paying attention to me? You know, when you start trusting yourself, you are setting the stage for just healthier, more secure relationships, because you're going to just follow through and just what feels good for you and what you need to do for you. So, and I get it, like relationships, when it comes to relationships and having that trust and feeling like you cannot be able to really allow yourself to just trust somebody else, and it find it really hard, maybe from the past experience you had. And then this could be from family, from partners, from, you know, just anyone that you felt like you try to put your trust in and they just, you know, they betrayed it in some way. But I need you to know a lot of times we still worry so much about it because we do not trust ourselves, right? We don't have control over anybody. And so understanding that, because once you trust yourself, you're able to say, okay, I trust myself enough to leave if I need to go. I trust myself enough to say what I have to say, you know, during that time that it's needed, that you're showing up for yourself authentically, and you know you have your limits. Like I talk about that over my podcast too, Beyond You podcast, is that you have to have your limits when it comes to things, whether that is 5, 10 to a lot of times we're in these overly forgiving spaces where the person will keep doing something constantly over and over, and we don't have a limit to it. It's this cycle where they're doing something and they get mad at you, they apologize or be nice for a minute, and then go back to doing the same thing, and then we just go through this cycle and wonder why, right? And this cycle tends to be, you know, I get mad at this person, they yell, I yell, and then, you know, we're nice for a little bit, or sometimes people just don't talk to each other at all, and they talk one day and don't ever talk about what's going on or what happened, and the same cycle happens over again. This happens time and time again. So the main thing that you guys came here for, how do you begin to start trusting yourself? I want you to start small. I need you to start small with, if you say that if you feel like you're thirsty and need a drink of water, I need you to go get that drink of water. Like if you say that you're gonna take a 10-minute walk, I need you to follow through and do it. Like the trust that starts with you. If you can trust that you will show up for you, it's going to make a big difference here, because you're going to see that I can rely on me to show up when I need myself to show up. So if you're saying you're not spending for the day, do not do that, right? Like really following through what you say you're going to do. Is I want you to let yourself feel without judgment. I think a lot of times we judge ourselves for having these emotions. You know, the times we have our intuition and it really speaks out. And please let me know in the comments if you had situations where your intuition was telling you what's going on. I need you to just actually allow yourself to feel what's going on, because it's going to be able to help you to see, okay, I can be able to, okay, if I don't feel comfortable with something, that I can make sure to be able to say that. It doesn't have to come off rude or anything like that, but it could just start with, you know, I feel a little uneasy about whatever that is. And I think we're so worried about people's reactions to things versus staying authentically to yourself and saying exactly what you need to say. Get it? Because after you've been hurt, it's easy to push feelings away, push them down, because you're like, I don't want to feel this again. And I get it, but you have to go through the process. There's no way around it. I know as many times that people want to try to find, okay, what is the best way to go around this, or let me go ahead and drink or do different things. There's no way around of you having to feel what's going on, because it's what's going to get you back to connected to yourself. And I don't want you to be stuffing or pushing your emotions down. The more you suppress them, it's harder to heal. So whether that's talking to a friend, to journal it out, to talk to just a therapist or something, you know, to be able to allow yourself to write, getting it out of you and write it on paper, or talking about it in some way so someone can be able to fully be able to support you through this process. And I also want you to practice self-compassion when things don't go as planned. Things will not always go as planned, and know that is okay. Like there's times where you will try to do things and you will make mistakes and mess up, and know that that's just part of the process when it comes to it, you know. And I think allowing yourself to know that you have to be able to talk to yourself like you would a friend, right? If a friend made a mistake, I doubt that you would be sitting there and being hard on her, like, how could you do that? Could you be so stupid? The way you're talking to yourself matters, right? And I need you to be able to really see that and understand that, because you are with you at the end of the day, right? Despite that you have connections all around you, when you go to sleep at night, when you wake up at night, you wake up to you. And so you have to be kind to yourself throughout this process when you are trying this, in this process of trusting yourself, especially if you've been hurt. And so if you want more information about this, know that I talk about this in episode 4 and Beyond You podcast, and we talk about this even deeper within my membership. But I want you to be able to show up for you in any way possible, and let me know in which ways you're going to be showing up for you, because I want to be able to know what that looks like for you and just be there for you and support you through the process. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe for more videos like this. I'm going to start just posting more consistently and giving you a way of this video instead of just through social media. But you can find me on TikTok as well, Moving Beyond You, and on Instagram, I am Samantha.a or at Moving Beyond You. All right, and I'll talk soon. Bye. If you have any questions, let me know.